Okay, so latest episode of Daima, episode 14, Taboo, is out, and here are my thoughts. So the episode starts out, overall, the episode is pretty chill, but the episode starts out with Goku and the gang basically just on their way to the first demon realm. And while they're on their way, we actually do get to see a little diagram of the way the demon realms are supposed to be set up, or the demon worlds, and how they're arranged. And I thought that was really interesting because it just adds to the world building, I think. And later on, we see at Goma's place, at Goma's palace, we actually see he's getting quite worried about them coming, so they plan to shut down the little fish that transports them between the worlds. And we see that another species of purple beings with long ears have been introduced to the series. Uh, they're supposed to be kind of like the Ginyu Force. They have like the dancing and the theatrics and the smoke behind them that explodes in colors and whatnot. It seems like they look a lot like Beerus as well. I think a similar thing happened in Super when Dispo was first revealed, and we were thinking that maybe he would have some relation to Beerus, but I don't think, if I am remembering correctly, I don't think it was ever even acknowledged in the series that they look so similar. And again, it happens here again, but I'm pretty sure there's no relation to Beerus, unless we see something. That would be pretty cool if we see something later on that would indicate something like that. But yeah, they show up and they kind of trash Goma's place a little bit uh, in their you know entrance or intro to Goma or whatever. And it was when they ended up closing the gates to the first demon realm. And then Neva, the Namekian, he shows that he is not to be underestimated, and he immediately pretty much just destroys the gate. I do love how Goku, before the gate gets destroyed or disappears, he does try touching it with the power pole, and I do like that they're using the power pole, and Goku actually has like really good uses for it, and it's like practical uses for it. He's been using it against, of course, the giants he fought in the last episode, and the Tamagamis. He's using it in his fights, and he's using it there as well. It's really fun to see Goku using the power pole. But he ends up getting shocked, and he starts falling, and I'm not gonna lie, they just keep on yapping and yapping, and Goku's like falling for like a couple minutes. I thought it was kind of funny, but Neva the Namekian, he does end up just completely wiping out the gates, and then they can just go through and go straight to the first demon realm, and that's really exciting now that our the heroes are finally at least in the same planet or world or area as Goma and Degasu. Another thing is we see the Ginyu Force, Ginyu Force number three, I'll call them. They go to a convenience store to get chocolate, and in there they run into Majin Du and Majin Ku, and I think it was pretty funny. The scenes with them and them not having enough money for the chocolate, and then they just give them chocolate. I like the they were like very nice to them. They were pretty. It was like pretty chill, and I do like the world building in this aspect as well. We can go from the entire world structure to something as little as just a convenience store in the palace, and seeing what goods they sell and how people interact. I think that does a lot for the world building, and it can just make the series feel more full of life, and it can lead to really enjoyable moments. And I think this episode overall was pretty enjoyable. Of course, I don't think too many insane things happened. I think probably the biggest progress that happened is that we see Neva has got it like crazy. Let's just admit it. And the heroes are finally in the first demon realm, the first world, to finally interact with, Goma and his goons. And the episode ends with Goku and the others falling from the sky, looking like an anime intro. And it looks really cool. But yeah, I think, it might, some people might think like, oh, this isn't hype enough and stuff. But I think, since they literally just gave a couple episodes, they just gave us a really cool hype form for, Vegeta. I think a couple episodes of just chill, calm stuff is deserved until we get to the really cool hype stuff. I have a lot of hope for Daima, and I am I'm going to trust the process. I'm going to trust them that they can cook something incredible within these next coming weeks. But yeah, so overall, pretty decent episode of Daima. Not much happened, but was enjoyable still.